Hello, I am Tanya Stillwell, your Norwex Independent Sales Consultant, and today we are talking dryer balls. Now, if you are familiar with Norwex at all, you know that one of our rules is no fabric softeners and no dryer sheets, because what they do is they put a coating on our cloths that kind of after a while can yield them not as effective. Now, having said that, it does the same thing to our clothes. All of that stuff gets onto our clothes, and you buy those nice black tops, and black is like the color that's notorious for this. You buy it, it's nice and crisp black, you put it in the washer and the dryer, and it's not as pretty as it was when you first bought it. It's because all of that stuff is still sitting on your clothes, and that stuff that's sitting on your clothes is touching our skin, and then guess what? It's in our bloodstream. So that's why I love our dryer balls, because we don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, what are these guys gonna do for me? So let's talk about them first. These green dryer balls come in a pack of 2, and as you can tell, they're black. They have little black nubs on there, and that's from the jeans color and things like that. They're totally great. It works fine. It does nothing to the product at all. Our wool dryer balls come in a pack of 3. Use all 3 at the same time. Actually, I love using all 5 at the same time. These guys right here are not as noisy in the dryer, where these put off a little more sound in the dryer, which is okay as long as they're doing their job for me, right? What I love about all of them is that both of them will reduce your drying time by 25%, which is about 15-20 minutes. So typically I will go and I'll check my dryer 15 to 20 minutes before the timing comes off, and generally they are dry. Now, these guys here have a 2-year warranty, and these guys have a 1-year warranty. If you take care of them, they will last so much longer, okay? So what I'm gonna tell you, where does static come from? Static comes from a couple different things. First, your heat is too high in your dryer. Turn your heat down to about a medium setting, and it'll be good. Number 2, what also helps with static a lot, creating it, is you're drying too long. Reduce your drying time, and you will find that you won't have near as much static, if any at all. If you're using these balls, it should be great. And number 3, separate your synthetics from your cotton. A lot of those dry fit clothes tend to dry so much faster, and what happens is they're rubbing on your clothes because they're already dry, and that's what's creating some friction in your dryer. So if you kind of separate those and dry those separate, you will find that you will not have near as much static as you did before. What I love about these green dryer balls is you will see that they have a little bit of a doggy squeak kind of like to them, some air in it. What I do is I squeeze it and I just run it under water, and it gets a little water in it, and I put these in my dryer, and what they do is they add a little bit of moisture to my dryer, which is going to help with the static a lot. During the winter time is when the static is the worst, because it's a drier kind of a heat. We don't have as much moisture in the air, so this trick works great. And if you find that you still have a lot of them, another set, I like to use 6, and then these 2 sometimes during extreme heat. That really seems to help. So remember, wash with similar fabrics together, separate your synthetics from your cottons, right? Turn your heat down a little bit in your dryer, put it on a medium heat, and don't dry as long. You will find that these are great solutions to reduce the static and the wrinkles in your clothes. Now, one other question that I get all the time is, hey Tanya, I love the smell that those things produce. I don't have a smell with my dryer balls. What can I do? What I say is, the last couple of minutes of your drying cycle, put a couple drops of essential oil on it, and I like to just put a couple drops on one and kind of rub them together the last couple of minutes and toss them with the clothes, and they will come out smelling really good. I would only recommend a high-grade essential oil, as others aren't as effective. Now, what you might notice afterwards is there might be some little black dots on your balls. It is okay, I promise you. It is just the leftover effects of those oils that you put on it, with the heat. So you don't have to return your balls. There's not mold growing on them. They're okay. I hope these tips and tricks and this little bit more of information will help you decide that Norwex dryer balls are for you. They're better for you, for your family, and for the environment. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'd love to help you. Have a great day. Thanks a bunch.